What's good, squad? Back at y'all with another video. Today's topic is health is wealth. This is a quick little message for y'all today. I had a friend hit me up and they were talking about they had experiencing some things that just got out of the hospital and they couldn't work and they were concerned, or just wanting to get back to working. And a lot of times I have a bunch of people who hit me up and they pick my brain on things because they like to tap in with me and see what type of wisdom I can give them, or they feel a safe space with me and my energy. So they asked me certain things, and I told them, you got to worry about your health first. Health is wealth. At the end of the day, that money is going to be there once you're done healing. You know what I mean? You got to heal first and then get back to whatever it is that you want to do. That money's going to be there. It's not going nowhere. And you got to also just know that everything's going to work itself out too in the end. And that's another thing. Like, I had one of my other friends who was dealing with shifting jobs and trying to figure out what he was going to do. And I just kept telling him, don't worry about it. Something's going to pan itself out. It's going to work itself out the way it needs to, perfectly for you. And, I talked to him yesterday and he told me that everything worked out perfectly for him. Probably better than what he even imagined it would work out. So when it comes to that, that's what it's all about. It's about, sometimes when these situations in life happen, like when you get sick or when you get injured or stuff like that, sometimes that happens so that you can relax and rest, because a lot of us overwork ourselves. We're not thinking about our health. We might overdrink, over smoke, overeat, overwork yourself, and that takes a toll on your body. At some point, you got to give your body time to rest and recoup, so then you can get back to doing whatever it is that you're doing. So you have to take time off of working and consistently grinding so that you can let your body heal itself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to dial back that drink. I love to drink, but I do it in moderation. You know what I'm saying? I have it, but I also make sure that I balance that out with staying fit and eating healthy and staying hydrated. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do allow myself to have some drinks with the right company and special occasions, but I also don't abuse it. You know what I'm saying? And that's with anything in life. You don't want to abuse anything. You want to make sure that you're doing things in moderation. You want to take care of this vessel that you're living in, because it's a machine. It's there to aid you. You don't want to damage it. You know what I'm saying? You want it to work at the best possible capacity that it can work. So in order to do that, you need to make, the number one thing is rest. Rest is super important. So don't overwork yourself. At the end of the day, that money that you striving to get, yes, you got to pay your bills. Okay, we get that, we understand that and all that stuff, but you can overdo it. You know what I'm saying? And when you also trust in the universe and the energy that's around you, things will just work out for you, so that you don't have to kill yourself while you're working, overworking yourself. You know what I'm saying? Then end up in the hospital or whatever it is you're ending up in. Or, again, with anything in life, you want to make sure that you're not overdoing it. You want to make sure you're taking your time to treat your body the right way. Because if you're not getting enough rest and you're not ingesting the right things into your body, your mental is going to be all messed up. If your mental is messed up, then your feelings and your emotions is going to be all messed up. So then you're just messed up all over. So you got to get that stuff in order. You can't think clearly if you're not in the right headspace. And you can't be in the right headspace if your body's not in the right vicinity of health that it needs to be. And I think that's just common sense when you put it, like when you think about it. So that's the message for today, y'all. Health is wealth. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're staying fit. Make sure that you are to your liking. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that is for you. Make sure that you are eating the right things. Eating a balanced meal. Nothing wrong with junk food, but you want to also eat healthy. Everything is balanced. Make sure you're just balancing out your body, your energy, your health, your wealth, all that stuff. The money's gonna come and go. You got the most money in the world, and then a disaster happens, and then you don't have no money. So then what? You know what I'm saying? You listen. All your bills could be paid, and then your house burns down. Then what? You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at it like that. You want to maintain what's really important, which is this vessel, the body, this house that you live in, and then everything on the outside will work itself out the way it needs to work itself out. With when you walk within faith and knowing that you are protected and you're being guided, and by walking within the right energy, that positive energy, things are going to work itself out for you the way it needs to. So that's just my message for today, y'all. As always, I appreciate you hanging out with me, stopping by, soaking up the knowledge, spreading it to whoever might need it. I'm hoping that you're having a good day. I'm sending out a bunch of love your way, and I'm out.